Worth Zoo reveals the name of its adorable new baby elephant.
We're live at the State Fair where everyone is having a good time. Be sure to stay tuned where later I'll have a better look for you guys.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV Nightly News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Maddie Holston.
And I'm Jackson Garrett Spring. As the federal government shutdown drags on with no end in sight, President Trump is warning that some federal workers may not get their back pay for the time that they've been off of work. That threat is seen as a tactic by the White House to pressure lawmakers to reopen the government. Democrats are resisting efforts by Republicans to do that. They want a deal to extend health subsidies that lower the cost of plans under the Affordable Care Act. Members of Congress have mixed reactions to the possibility of withholding back pay for federal employees.
There are some legal analysts who are saying that that may not be appropriate or necessary in terms of the law requiring that back pay be provided. So I'm sure that'll be there will be a lot of discussion about that. But there are legal analysts who think that that is not something that government should do. That, if that is true, that should turn up the urgency and the necessity of the Democrats doing the right thing here. Even more pain, more than I just listed, for more people. So we got to figure it out.
About 750,000 federal employees are on furlough right now. It has been a long-standing policy to give them back pay after government shutdown ends.
200 members of Texas National Guard arrived in Illinois today after being mobilized by President Trump and deployed by Governor Greg Abbott. The soldiers are stationed 55 miles away from Chicago and have yet to start operations. However, they are receiving crowd control and legal training before any assignments. President Trump says the troops need to be there to stop violent crime. Chicago's mayor says that's not necessary and lashed out today at Governor Abbott.
The minimum wage in Texas is $7.25. The life expectancy in Texas is lower than Chicago.
President Trump is considering deploying National Guard troops to several other American cities, despite protests from Democratic leaders.
Today marks 2 years since Hamas led an attack on Israel where it kidnapped about 250 people and killed about 1,200 others. Many of the hostages remain in Gaza today. Israel responded with intense military assaults that continue to this day. The Gaza war is an armed conflict in the Gaza Strip in Israel, fought as a part of the unresolved Israeli-Palestinian and Gaza-Israel conflicts that are still ongoing. As the war persists, the human cost continues to rise with no clear end in sight.
Well, Jackson, it's funny, as we get further into fall, I feel like we're nowhere near it.
You're telling me, Maddie. I'm hoping I won't be sweating in my Halloween costume when the time comes.
You and me both. Now let's see what our weather anchor Gabriella Cruz has for us. Gabriella?
Thanks, Maddie. Right now, we're sitting underneath sunny skies across the area. A beautiful afternoon with temperatures sitting at 88 degrees, although it's going to feel a little bit warmer around 90, with winds coming in from the northeast at around 7 miles per hour, which is going to add a slight breeze, but not quite enough to cool things down. As we move into tonight, let's see, we're going to expect clear conditions to stick around, making for a comfortable evening. Temperatures will then drop to about 77 with winds from the northeast at 6 miles an hour. It's going to make for a calm, nice night, perfect for any evening plans outdoors. But after all that, tomorrow, we're going to see that it's going to be shaping up to be another sunny day, and noticeably cooler than today. Highs will top out at around, actually, it's supposed to be 97 degrees with what feels like up 82. North winds are going to be around 7 miles per hour from the northeast, and that will keep things feeling mild and pleasant, finally giving us a hint of that fall weather that we've all been waiting for. This is Gabriella Cruz. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabriella. As fall settles in, so does one of Texas's biggest traditions. The State Fair is back and Big Tex is ready to welcome the crowds. From funnel cakes to fried everything, Melanie Garcia takes us to the heart of the fairgrounds where food, fun, and football are taking center stage.
Maddie, as you can see here, everybody is having a great time. I know I am. To the right of me, I got some people drinking eating corn dogs, eating some cotton candy. We got Big Tex right behind me. All the fair rides are here, and all the food just looks delicious. I know I'm about to grab some snacks right now. This cookie chaos milkshake is looking delicious, so I'm about to grab that. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Melanie. After the crowds, corn dogs, and carnival lights of the state fair wind down, the excitement in North Texas isn't over just yet. Just west, a different kind of celebration is taking place, this time at the Fort Worth Zoo, where a newborn elephant is stealing hearts and now finally has a name after an 11-day contest where more than 18,000 votes were cast. The Fort Worth Zoo now wants you to meet Lady Bird. She now weighs in at 320 pounds, and the zoo staff is saying that she is showing great signs of confidence and curiosity.
Coming up, we have a look at some exciting local events, including the Denton Arts and Jazz Music Festival.
And we'll show you how students came together on the UNT campus to remember Charlie Kirk.
Nearly a month after conservative activist Charlie Kirk was assassinated, UNT chartered its own Turning Point chapter, gathering politicians to speak on the impact of his death.
27 days after Charlie Kirk's assassination, a crowd gathered at Daku Stadium for a memorial and a message.
Charlie Kirk was a big advocate for just open dialogue and free speech, and that's what we need in our universities, to share ideas openly, to not demonize anyone who has a different opinion than you have.
After voicing her opinions, Mary Catherine posted a video, and it went viral, inspiring a Turning Point USA UNT chapter and Texas officials to gather in support.
Y'all, it's a part of life to establish paradigms that reflect reality so that you and humanity can thrive here on planet Earth.
So what I'm hoping is that this emboldens young conservative students to be able to take a stand, to not worry about what anyone says, but to actually speak the truth regardless of the consequences. That's my hope.
With messages inspiring free speech on college campuses, the Ode to Charlie was deemed a success.
Be patriots, be family people, and be supportive of true free speech on your campus.
With NTTV Nightly News, I'm Maddie Holston.
Now, although it was on a smaller scale than Kirk's memorial in Arizona, many people found themselves, quote-unquote, mourning a martyr.
Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney visited the White House today to talk to President Trump about tariffs. The White House has put tariffs on key Canadian exports, including steel and aluminum. Recently, the president announced new tariffs on lumber and softwood as well. Carney responded by reminding Trump that Canada is America's second largest trading partner, but Trump said that the country's shared border creates a trade conflict. This comes as the U.S., Canada, and Mexico start reviewing their 2020 trade agreement negotiated by the first Trump administration.
Well, Jackson, I felt a breeze on my way to class today.
Really?
Did you?
You know, ever so faintly.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if our weather anchor, Gabriella Cruz, felt a breeze and if we're expecting more this week. Gabriella?
Thank you, Jackson. If you stepped outside today, you definitely felt that warm October sun. Temperatures across North Texas are holding steady in the mid to upper 80s, with Dallas and Fort Worth both topping out at 91 degrees this afternoon. Let's take a look at our local map. We're going to be seeing Denton in the 90s, 87 in Gainesville, and a slightly cooler 86 up in Bowie. Overall, a dry and mild evening ahead. As we zoom out across the state, Amarillo is feeling that fall cool down at 68 degrees, as we can see, while Houston is sitting hot and humid at 93. In North Texas, we're going to be clocking in at a warm 90, but changes are on the way. Looking ahead, we're going to have a beautiful week, it looks like. Coming up tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 86 and a low of 63, then plenty of sunshine takes over through the weekend, with highs staying in the mid to upper 80s and lows dropping into the 50s and the 60s. Perfect for fall weather to get outside and enjoy. That's it for weather. I'm Gabriela Cruz with NTTV, and it's back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Gabby. Even though it's still hot outside, we're getting ready for spooky season.
That's right. Our live shot reporter Zaria Hallman is live with a look at the fun happening right now in Denton as a part of the 31 days of Halloween. Zaria?
Thanks, guys. We are here live at Denton's Community Graffiti Party, where the party just kicked off a few minutes ago. I'm here with Chrissy Oden, the director of the Denton Greater Arts Council. Hi, Chrissy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I wanted to talk about these events. I know you've had a second one within this last month. What sort of impact do you want this type of events to have in Denton?
I want events like this to do just what it's doing. It's bringing all ages of the community together. It's giving everybody a space to be creative, to just really engage with one another through the arts, and it's making the space that the community owns. Like, this is now their space. This is their art space.
Well, can we expect future expansion with other local artists for other pieces and events?
I hope so. I would love that. If they would let me, I would just turn Denton into graffiti town. But I'm just going to start small.
One wall at a time.
One wall at a time.
Okay,
yes.
Well, you guys can see 11 in the back. I want to thank you so much for taking this time to talk with us.
Yeah.
This is beautiful for the community and the event, and I wish you well. And back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you.
Thanks, Zaria. As we continue to head into October, each week brings new and exciting events to Denton. NTTV's Emily Rice is here to tell you all about last week's happenings on the segment of Seen and Heard. Emily?
Thanks, Maddie. I had the privilege to go out and cover the annual Arts and Jazz Fest this last Friday and explore one of the ways our city celebrates our community. Take a look.
It was that time of year where the Denton Arts and Jazz Festival comes around, playing fantastic tunes on 6 different stages and showcasing all sorts of unique vendors for everyone to experience this past weekend.
I would say my favorite part about Arts and Jazz Fest is the music. I feel like that's a basic answer, but I really like live music, and all of these artists are local, so it means a lot to experience the community and see everyone.
Along with the abundance of music, there are a plethora of local businesses who show up and display their vibrant specialities found in and around Denton.
I think it supports a lot of small vendors and small businesses and local people, and that's really important.
It gives me the opportunity to bring my product out that I take pictures in Alaska and able to put it in front of everybody and get their feedback.
The Arts and Jazz Fest is a great way to discover the fun and funky side of Denton, too.
There was this guy with a bird. I think his name was Sam. And there was just everyone was getting in line and excited to see the bird. I don't know, it's cool. You don't expect to see a bird at a jazz festival, but it was like a
Overall, this festival is a great way for Denton residents to experience live music, discover new people and products, and come together as a community.
I had so much fun listening to the local music and learning about the vendors. The Arts and Jazz Fest occurs annually from October 3rd to October 5th at Quartertown Park and facilities, right here in Denton. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Emily. Still to come, you can find out how you can get free tacos for a year.
And homecoming week kicks off soon. We'll show you how one student organization is preparing on campus. Stay with us.
Dive into the UNT Swim Club. Practicing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Pole Recreation Center. We accept members at any skill level. For more information, reach out to us at unt.swimclub on Instagram.
I wonder what's on the radio today. I don't know about this. This is not it.
Everything alternative, commercial free. 88.1 Indie.
Here at KNTU, we have two traditional stations, 88.1 Indie and KNTU Jazz. We've also recently launched an internet radio station called Mean Green Hits. If you want to hear more, you can check us out at MediaNorthTexas.com.
That was pretty good.
You know, Maddie, Tuesdays are one of my favorite days of the week. Taco Tuesday gives me an excuse to enjoy tacos every week.
Well, then today might be your favorite day of the year because it's National Taco Day, Jackson. Well, Caden Ellis is here in the studio with more for some information about Taco Tuesday. Caden?
That's right, Maddie. Taco Tuesday this week is even more special because today is National Taco Day. The national holiday was previously held on October 4th every year, but Taco Bell and the National Day calendar teamed up to make the holiday officially land on the first Tuesday of October. To celebrate, Taco Bell has a number of deals for loyalty members, including $5 off party packs, buy one get one free deals through DoorDash, and chances to win free Taco Tuesdays for a year. If Taco Bell isn't your thing, have no fear because many other restaurants have Taco Day deals going on. Places like Torchy's Tacos, Chewy's, and Del Taco, just to name a few. Happy National Taco Day, and back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Caden. With homecoming week starting on Monday, the UNT Talents started building the homecoming bonfire early this morning. Construction will take place between 9 a.m. and 10 p.m. with breaks for lunch and dinner every day between now and October 16th. The bonfire will be lit, specially built torches near the Alumni Pavilion parking lot next Thursday.
I don't know about you, Maddie, but I will be on the edge of my seat for this Friday's UNT football game.
It's definitely going to be a good one. We're playing South Florida, and I'm hoping they can keep their winning streak going. Yeah?
Exactly. Let's send it over to our sports anchor, Haley Stum, for more. Haley.
Thanks, guys. It's a big week for the Mean Green as they welcome the South Florida Bulls to town. I'll have everything you need to know about the matchup, plus an inside look at how NIL is impacting the program, and a rundown of the MLB playoff picture after this.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike is gone.
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants. I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
Are you tired of seeing the same old city? You want to learn something and go overseas? Then study abroad with one of many UNT Study Abroad programs. You can find a Study Abroad office right here at Markey Hall, room 145.
My study abroad program left on me a great impression. We have a lot of different programs and it varies. We have faculty-led, affiliate, and exchange programs. When you're ready to leave for your study abroad program from UNT, you're going to go through pre-departure orientation and modules so that you are prepared.
The power to turn the world into your classroom is right here at UNT with our study abroad programs. Take flight and take in charge of your education.
This June, a settlement in the House versus the NCAA case changed how college athletes get paid. Schools can now directly share athletic revenue with players on top of deals received through name, image, and likeness. With more money involved, however, comes more separation between the bigger and smaller schools, impacting college football programs like North Texas the most.
For many, there's nothing quite like college football. The sport has drastically changed since the birth of NIL in 2021, giving teams with deeper wallets the upper hand. Jordan Scruggs, a recruiting analyst for 24/7 Sports, says mid-major programs have suffered the consequences.
The quality of your team has gone down because so often if you're a group of 5 team, you're losing your starting quarterback or your star receiver to the portal because they want to go play big-time Power 4 football, and at the same time, they want to be paid what big-time Power 4 football players get paid.
Due to NIL policies and revenue sharing, the average Power 4 conference player can expect to receive anywhere from 5 to 60 times more than the average non-Power 4 conference player, shifting the focus of collegiate programs nationwide from the ball to the Bills.
We're not going to compete with Alabama or Texas or A&M or those kind of terms of dollar amounts. But what we can provide is a pretty good opportunity, a great education, a great university, a very up-growing program.
The Mean Green are 5-0 to start the season, the first time since 1959. With more attention on the team's star players, North Texas hopes their success will generate the funds to keep them in Denton.
We're going to have to continue to answer those questions, and hopefully as we continue to have success, we'll have more enrollment, we have more people will be involved with sponsorships, we'll have more attendance. All those things will making a difference.
North Texas is estimated to make the second lowest amount of revenue in the American Conference this year, almost $18 million less than the top school. Head coach Eric Morris continues to push building NIL funds for players, recently raising $75,000 to try and help close that gap. Speaking of Mean Green football, the last time the program started their season 5-0 was the same year Alaska and Hawaii officially became states. That was 1959, and North Texas looks to extend that streak on Friday in the biggest game so far this season. The Mean Green will face nationally ranked South Florida, a measuring stick for how competitive the team could be in the postseason. The Mean Green's recent success has stemmed from playing complementary football, ranking 8th nationally in scoring, thanks in large part to 11 forced turnovers by the UNT defense. They'll have to continue to be balanced on both sides of the ball in order to have a chance against the Bulls. Fans can see the heavyweight battle play out at home with kickoff slated for 6:30 p.m. And finally, the Rangers season may have come to a close, but the MLB playoffs are in full swing. The American and National League Divisional Series started Saturday with 3 teams establishing dominance early. The Blue Jays pummeled Yankee pitching in Toronto, outscoring New York 23-8 in the first 2 games. Over in the National League, the Brewers and Dodgers are each 1 win away from advancing. and Milwaukee both held their opponents to 3 runs in games 1 and 2. The Mariners and Tigers series is the only that seems like it could go either way. Seattle and Detroit are playing right now with the series lead on the line. Later tonight, the Blue Jays will try to punch their ticket to the ALCS against the Yankees starting at 7 p.m. I don't know about you, Maddie and Jackson, but there's just nothing like October baseball.
Couldn't agree more, but unfortunately, I have to break some bad news. There's new phase of construction on I-35 near UNT. That means major changes for students and Mean Green fans who drive here. NTTV's Amber Rapassi is live with the details. Amber?
Thanks, Jackson. The Eagle Drive exit on I-35 has officially closed with no plans to reopen. The ramp is being removed to allow construction of a retaining wall, which means if you're headed to the game Friday night, make sure you leave early enough for one of the many alternate routes. Drivers can take exit 84 from I-35 heading south for Airport Road, which intersects with Bonnie Bray Street. At Bonnie Bray, go straight to stay on the frontage road and enter UNT via North Texas Boulevard. From I-35 West, heading north, take exit 468 for Oak Street to reach Frontage Road. At Oak Street, turn left to enter campus via Hickory Street or continue straight on the Frontage Road, which connects to Airport Road. Remember, if you take exit 85A, you will merge onto I-35E and you will miss your North Texas exit because it no longer exists. Please visit drivetexas.org for updated road closures on this project and others. With NTTV Nightly News, I'm Amber Rapassi.
Thanks, Amber. You know, Jackson, she's not lying about the traffic because I tried to go to Walmart the other day. It took me like 12 minutes.
You know, I'd love to make a Walmart run, but there's construction barriers over my entire apartment. So
literally everywhere. Well, hopefully you get through it. And thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News.
Join us here at noon tomorrow and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.